Hello and welcome, my Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and crosswatchers. Welcome to your 5-card draw. What do you need read for this beautiful new moon to full moon in August 2023. I am your reader, Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short. They're my initials. I'm not bad. I'm just spelled that way. I am a professional witch, a professional intuitive. I'm the president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998. Wow, that we've made it that far. I am the author of Spell Ingredients from a Professional Witch, as well as Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. Words of Grace, there's a Kindle version available if you would like to preview it for free. There is a link in the description box. You can do exactly that, but the original version, as well as Spell Ingredients, which you can't find anywhere else but on patreon.com/drawingthecircle. Spell Ingredients was my first book to see if I could do an ebook, and I did with the help of Scorpio sister Jill Schweitzer. I love you, darling, who we are already working on our third book together, even though we have a fourth one kind of lined up already. There's a lot going on this 2-week period, so I gotta tell you, Patreon is the thing, the place for me to be serving. All of my subscribers get 3 benefits in common. They get the daily check-ins when I send them an unlisted YouTube live stream pretty much every single morning, so they can chat with me about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications, always ending with a prayer, a blessing, a little something to send us on our way, meditation, depending on it, Sabbath, full moon, new moon, all of that. Best way for me to start the day, considering what I do for a living, surely. They also get all the extended readings, all the part 2s to the part 1s here on YouTube. All of my extendeds are timeless. They are relationship, soul contract based, and pretty much juggernauts. Their majority of them are over an hour, so if you like your detail, I'm your witch, or Virgo that I am. They also get extensive discounts when it comes to booking private sessions with me, spiritual counseling and readings, in person, Zoom, all of that stuff. And at the moment, not only do we have a new digital shop, which is where my books and a lot of MP3s are, some of the prayers I recorded for Words of Grace, you can listen to them on your device, but the books are there, which is great. What was the other thing? I forgot. It just went out of my head. Oh, right. The 7-day free trials, which is relatively new. Our first 2 levels of subscription, Seeker and Humor, $3 and $5 ordinarily. You can check us out for a week for free. Jump out day 7 if you like. That'll get you the daily check-ins and the extended readings with the extensive discount for private sessions. Gotta be a subscriber for that. All of my patrons seem to be in agreement, and I understand why. So if you find yourself so intuitively drawn, at least go look at the menu, come check it out, and come Patreon on Patreon, because I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons. But you can just call me Mal. I mean, a lot of Scorpios do, I gotta say that. Shall we? Let's get down to business. Let's do some explanation, and then we'll get down to the divination, explanation for the new Scorpios and crosswatchers. Welcome. 5-card draw is just 1 card from 5 different decks. Oh, I'm tripping over my tongue today. Getting you clues, tips, and hints about anything in particular, but we are fine-tuning it, focusing it on a 2-week period, a new moon to a full moon, a waxing, plant a seed, help it grow for 2 weeks. I also do the 8-card draws, which is the other side of it, the companion. The 8-card draw shadow reads from full to new. Yeah, from full to new, the letting go, the releasing, the shadow work. But this one is about manifesting your heart's desire, starting with the element of fire, earth, air, water, and spirit. These 5 decks represent the 5 magical elements to help you fine-tune your spell work, if you want to call it that. This is a spell kit reading for many. Or your intentional work, your law of attraction, who's he, what's this, creating your own reality, to help you bring it into alignment with some clues, tips, and hints from the different pantheons of the divine. Crosswatchers, you have the opportunity to get some insight, understanding, sympathy, and empathy for the Scorpio you are crosswatching for, and maybe help them out. There's a mantra in here. There's a crystal oracle, an archangel oracle, a whisper of love oracle, and of course a little spell fragment, because our heart's desires, I believe, are assigned to us like part of our contracts when we incarnate here, and they follow us from lifetime to lifetime until we get them done, is what I'm saying. So, the more any of us can manifest our heart's desire, try and run away from them. You can't. They're always in there, right? Try and run away from them as much as you can. But if we can manifest it even a little bit, it helps all of us evolve, ascend, heal, grow, become happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser beings for a happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser world in a time when it definitely needs it. So maybe we need it all them lifetimes, right? Getting it wrong or close but no cigar. Maybe this time we can nail the dismount, cross those T's and dot those I's, and make this world a better place if we can. So let's look at this 2-week timeline. It's a little Virgo heavy, I'll be honest with you. We've got some retrogrades. Let's talk about it. First of all, a tricky new moon. New moon goes void, of course. The same moment that it goes new, it does happen on Wednesday, the 16th of August, 5:38 a.m. Eastern. Not like I was going to be awake for that anyway. But void, of course, is not the best time to do magic. It's great for meditation and rest and divination because this is less static on the channel. But in terms of the moon being the planet of magic, the divine feminine, the gestative, all of that kind of stuff. Not great, but the moon will go into Virgo, 7:14 p.m. This is Eastern time if I didn't say I am in New York, and I'm a Virgo. So you know I'm going to nail that, like at 7:15, bam, we're in. Leading us 2 weeks later to the full moon in Pisces, the full moon I was born on. I was born on a full moon, don't be shocked. Virgo, Sun, Pisces, moon. That is also on a Wednesday, the day of Mercury. Keep that in mind, it keeps happening. The 30th of August, 9:36 p.m. So I will certainly be casting my heart's desire for those 2 weeks for that. But in between those two, get ready. The sun will go into Virgo on the 23rd of August. Happy birthday, Virgo. Sun signs, same day, a Wednesday. Mercury goes retrograde on the 23rd. It's a lot of Wednesday. Wednesday is the day of Mercury. It's like I feel a little targeted. I feel attacked. And it goes direct the 15th of September. Is that a little long? That feels a little long. I know one of the 3 retrogrades for Mercury is longer than the rest. I think that might be it. I might be wrong. Please don't make me do math. So yeah, on the same day, Sun goes into Virgo. Mercury goes retrograde. But then on the 27th, I think we get a little bit of an opportunity to shift some leverage here. Mars goes into Libra on the 27th. It's a Sunday in August, and that feels like the Mars planet, that action, that passion in Libra, the sign of balance and justice and one-on-one relationships on Sunday, the day of the sun, the day of healing and the day of success. That could be pivotal. And I think for all of us, honestly, regardless of sign. But then, you know, Uranus just has to go retrograde. I warn you, Scorpios, about Uranus going retrograde. You know, there's a cream for that. That's preventable. No, it's not. Uranus goes retrograde on Monday, the 28th, and stays retrograde until it goes direct January next year on the 26th of January. That's nuts. And that is an outer planet, which means it's usually global stuff. Like, we haven't been seeing enough radical change, but this is an expect the unexpected Uranus. You know, when I say it correctly, I'm talking business. I mean it. Uranus is the rebel planet. It is expect the unexpected, but it's also genius ideas. Right, that can be very revolutionary. So we'll cross our fingers on that. So you can see tricky 2 weeks, right? And ongoing. By the way, Chiron, the asteroid, the wounded healer, is still retrograde in Aries and will be until the 23rd of December. Happy holidays. Aries, the sign of the child. A lot of inner child stuff, a lot of wounded child stuff coming up for people, including entire nations and corporations, trying to make the shift from childish to childlike. Good luck with that. No, seriously, good luck with that. So I think that's enough explanation. Your head's full. I think you're ready. A little apocalyptic, you know, side dish there with Uranus retrograde. So let's get down to the divination. The shift from one to the other happens in the still point. So let's go there. I'd like to live there, but I'm a busy witch. Maybe when I retire someday. Both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. I promise you I'll do my best to help anybody manifest their heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, and by fire, in the spirit of unity, because as one of us does it, we all get a little bit closer. Because every day is a winding road. And we get a little bit closer. Wisdom of the crow. Please take a nice deep breath. And here we go. Still point. Ancestral override. Using the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish to represent the element of fire. I call upon the ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism for the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and crosswatchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading. Please, beloved ones, what is your guidance, your grace, your loving, wise, powerful message for the element of fire using the magical spell cards, the spell fragment, the clue, the tip, the hint, to help the Scorpios and their crosswatchers clarify and refine their element of fire, what they yearn for, what they burn for, what their hearts desire this beautiful, beautiful August 2023 harvest. Who got this? Virgo got this. Hey, Pam. Hey, Jill. We can do this together. As the waves of the ocean are infinite, as the trees in the forest grow tall, let my work now bring me to harvest. I am ready to receive my all. Perfect for a waxing moon read. Plant a seed, help it grow, harvest at the full or therein. Now, that could be somebody's heart's desire, right? Just to get that equal exchange of the work that they've put into something or someone to bring back a harvest, a return, an investment on your return. Scorpio, 8th house, money, sex, power, other people's resources. Certainly that could be absolutely anything. But I will also say, if that's not your heart's desire, it could be what's required to manifest your heart's desire. So, second card down for the element of earth, Crystal Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. If you have the stone indicated, I highly recommend using it as a reminder rock, a touchstone, an amulet, a talisman, whatever you want. I use the same 4 pieces of jewelry for my Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, both the 5-card draws and the Shadow Read, the 8-card draws, the companion series to the 5 cards. So, Archangel Ariel, my archangelic lineage, is in charge of this one. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Ariel override. They like when I ask permission. Or give it. As I call to my beloved Archangel Ariel, one of the archangels of the north, powers of earth, hence the Crystal Oracle. Please, beloved Archangel of nature, Archangel of wealth, Archangel of Lyons, of whom I was named after my parents, had no idea. I love how you snuck that past them. Please, one card in clarity. For the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and crosswatchers are watching this video and are receiving this reading. Beloved Archangel Ariel, what is your guidance, your grace, your loving, wise oracle message for the element of earth, the fuel to feed the fire, to help them manifest their heart's desire? The Scorpios and their crosswatchers, this beautiful, beautiful gold with quartz. Gold with quartz. Now, gold came up for another side. It's a card unto itself. This is gold with quartz. I remember this one. This is about taking inspirations and abstract ideas and bringing them into physical form. Come on, it's the process of manifestation itself, if you like. So, let me read you what Mr. Salerno has to say about this combo. Now, clear quartz, pretty easy to get a hold of. If you don't have any gold around, don't worry about it, right? Anything works if you work it. Yeah, physically grounding abstract ideas and inspiration, right? So kind of think about it, taking it from the 8th chakra, the home of, the divinity, down into the root chakra in that process. Several wonderful ideas and inspirations are filtering through your physical reality. See, now that makes sense with planting a seed and harvesting it, doesn't it? Like the seed idea, the seed concept. These ideas and inspirations which stem from your soul will help you manifest many of the things your heart has for so long desired. Not all of these cards have the words heart's desire in it, but I've seen it repeatedly in this series. Over the coming days, your intuition will be strong and you will have a greater sense of the universal spirit that flows through all things. The E that equals MC squared, if you want, an equation there. Through this, the newfound sense of joy and wonder emerges, one which transforms your life. Give thanks for this blessing and allow it to inspire and illuminate your heart and mind. Your ideas and inspirations are divinely guided, so trust them. And I think if you have been putting in the work, and I don't know anybody who's not, inner work, outer work, whatever, shadow work, whatever, to see and harvest for that, I could see that being anybody's heart's desire, again, depending on situation here. But to say that this does involve your heart's desire, that everything that you came in to do, or at least one of them, you can have, of course we have more than one heart's desire. Certainly, to get that, this inspiration is coming from the divinity within you, the immortal soul, if not the divine higher self. I mean, location, they're all the same thing. Yet we need levels of separation to wrap our minds around it, and that's okay too. So, that sounds very, very wonderful so far, and certainly the idea of a golden harvest is not new. And I talk a lot about the golden timeline, the happy, healthy, wealthy golden timeline, when we make the most wisest, most loving, most empowered decisions, and therefore jump into that more of an aligned timeline. And everybody has free will to do that, right? They can stay on leaded timelines as long as they want. They want to see Armageddon play out, they certainly can. I would rather be on a paradise planet. Thank you very much. I am a Virgo and a hedonist, really, at core. Can't you tell? Like the new shirt, by the way. I love this shirt. Might be my new favorite shirt. Shall we? Element of Air. We're using the Archangel Fire Oracle by Alexandra Wenman. I love this deck. She takes the different archangels and puts them into different cultural as well as historical guises and different figures. There's even an Oscar Wilde archangel, which is kind of cool. I kind of love him. I'm sure I dated him in a past life. Why wouldn't I? So, the element of air, the thought part of it, the belief part of it. Remember, everyone has access to archangels. Your higher self is a guardian angel, which belongs to a legion of archangels. And the archangels gang up into the thrones, the powers, the dominions, the virtues, principalities, the seraphim, the cherubim, blah, 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 right? So, but you got to ask. They don't come. They will not intervene unless we ask, because that's respect. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Find out what it means to you. That didn't rhyme. Please take a nice deep breath. And they do like a sense of humor. Obviously. Still point. Archangelic override. As I call upon the pantheon of archangels for our beloved Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and crosswatchers watching this video, drawn to this reading. Who is the archangel waiting in the wings with their wings, ready to zoom in and help with the element of air, to help the Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and their crosswatchers manifest their heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, and by fire, this beautiful new to full. Oh, Jehudiel. Somebody got, who got that? Oh, wait, no, I write this stuff down for this. I know, I saw that. And yeah, Gemini got that. So that's interesting. Dealing with Geminis, got any planets in Geminis? That was a reference. And what was this thing for? Leadership. I'm going to read it from the bookie book anyway. But like, I remember that face because he's got quite the outfit on. He's hot. I like his mustache. A little bit of a archangelic porn stash going on there, but it is a Scorpio read. I should not be shocked. Card number 32. No, the archangels really think this world is just the best comedy ever. A divine comedy. Oh, God. Dante's Inferno flashback. Okay, here we go. Card number... I've read too much is my problem. Well, I was raised by a teacher. She said, go look it up. But she regrets that now. Leadership and Endeavor. Jehudiel. Jehudiel. The Angel of Figureheads. Jehudiel's name means laudation, Laudatio, so like on your laurels, like to laud somebody. Laudation of God, and helps us to feel qualified to step into our own guiding and leadership roles. Like his image in the oracle, Jehudiel is often depicted wearing a crown and carrying a three-pronged whip. Scorpios. I wonder if he has chips and dips with those chains and whips. Three-pronged whip. I don't know that I can get over that. Oh, representing the divine authority of the Holy Trinity. Sure it does. He is linked with the Sacred Heart, helping us to recognize our own Christ consciousness, which is a whole other category of conversation, so we may live heaven on earth and teach it to others. I call that permanently peaceful, people-populated paradise, planet Earth. That's the pagan version of the same thing, just saying. The message. I am assisting you with your spiritual endeavor. You are a natural leader. Stay true to your integrity, and that means leading by example. That means paying attention to your honor code. And particularly if you're being given inspirations from a higher, they all come from a higher place, except maybe the inspiration to, like, key somebody's car. That's pretty much from the ego. I'd call that a desperation, not an inspiration. Then, of course, you have to do this with your ethics and integrity intact, right? Stay true to your integrity. Lead by example, right? Because have you noticed talking to people, unless they're ready to hear it, doesn't work? You noticed that lately? Truth right in front of them, don't want to see it. Both sides saying the same thing, but, whatever. It is what it is. So certainly for you to lead by example, and you can lead by example in silence, right? More through your acts, right? A tree, the health of the tree is known by the fruit it bears, right? Well, that is an active process, but not necessarily always a verbal one. Particularly if you want to harvest what you've done, you've got to take at some point leadership in your endeavors, but to do that, physically grounding, right, staying in the here and now, and allowing your intuition and your guidance and your inspiration to move through you. Actually, alchemy from gold to lead, inspiration into manifestation, 8th chakra down into the root. Let's get the element of water here, your element, my Scorps. The Whispers of Love Oracle by Angela Hartfield. We use her Whispers of Lord Ganesh to help remove obstacles in the 8-card draw shadow reads, the companion reads to the 5 cards. So look, this is the element of water, emotion, the energy and motion that we experience as emotion in physical bodies, because our core emotion is like love and joy and bliss. That's who we are. All of this other stuff you need, like glands for, right? You need like biochemicals to feel stress, right? Cortisol and all that. So let's see what the higher selves of all involved have to say, because who are you leading? Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Higher selves override. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, please. What is your guidance, your grace, your loving, wise, powerful oracle message, the piece of information, inspiration, insight needed by the Scorpio Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross watchers to manifest their heart's desire with the element of water from the Whispers of Love, this beautiful, beautiful August 2023. Embrace your emotions, water sign. Don't push down your feelings or judge your emotions. Why? Because they are an essential part of the alchemical equation. Cannot heal, which you will not acknowledge. Good old Course in Miracles. Look, the emotional part of this, because how do you know? Intuitively, right? Emotions and intuition are not always the same thing. You can have a feeling about an emotion and an emotion about a feeling, right? Like when the intuition is something you don't want, right? We tend to avoid it and ignore it. Well, and then it happens anyway, and then we go into regret, right? So tricky. But to embrace your emotions, you do not have to do that in public. I don't. I'll embrace my joy and my happiness and my goofy. I think goofy's an emotion, don't you? I'll probably it's probably copyright infringement from Disney. They got their own problems right now. So embracing your emotions, I just think, is going to be important, because what if those emotions, like immediately you think, oh, the fear, all that, but what if it's the excitement? Right? I really want to do this, but if I get too excited. But if it's towards leadership in an endeavor to take the first step in order to harvest the work, harvest the good that you have done, the work that you've put in, I think no matter what you're feeling, that's part of the healing and the equation necessary for this one. So to embrace your emotions. Interesting. Last card down. Matt Kahn healing mantra for the card of spirit to unify it all. So what I recommend is grab at least a piece of clear quartz, cast the harvest spell on it, call in Jehudiel. I hope that Jehudiel, Jehudiel. I'm going to say Jehudiel. Yeah, it's the same thing. And embrace your emotions for 2 weeks. Oh, that sounds like fun to be a Scorpio. But this is the one that helps heal. It is, after all, the Matt Kahn healing mantra deck. Let's put it together. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Ascended Masters override. As I call upon the Ascended Masters of the General Assembly on behalf of the Scorpio Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Signs, and Crosswatchers who are watching this video, who are drawn to this reading, beloved ones, what is your guiding grace, graceful, loving, powerful, wise message in the form of a Matt Kahn healing mantra to help them manifest their heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, and by fire with the spirit, bring it together this beautiful, beautiful August 2023. Awakening inspired action. There is only what life is asking of me. So we'll put this in an icky way first, like the toilet overflows. That's what life is asking you to deal with. I'm talking literally, not symbolically, like literally is enough, right? Oh, I guess this is what life is asking of me. And in that moment, the inspiration comes. Inspiration only hits in the present moment, right? So awakening inspired action with inspirations coming into physical form to then put that perhaps in terms of harvest, right? So sometimes universe is asking us to wait and be patient, and it sucks if we're waiting for a return on an investment in any way, shape, or form. So let me read this from this one, because we can really overthink this stuff and kind of burn ourselves out, and sometimes we end up actually hemorrhaging our power to other people to take the lead, particularly when it's what there's only what life is asking of me, right? And sometimes we'd rather other people lead the way, and sometimes it's just our gig to do so. Nothing wrong with leading by example without saying a word, though, right? Although we all need to be using our voice in the healthiest ways we can. Awakening inspired action. There's only what life is asking of me. When you awaken inspired action, you are an open, willing participant in your soul's journey. You are ready, willing, and able to face any feeling, embracing your emotions, or make any necessary change just for the chance to serve the cosmic plan of the universe. Which is a little out there for a lot of people, I'm sure, the idea of a cosmic plan, but it's been called so many different things in so many different traditions. I call it the plan for permanently peaceful, people-populated paradise planet Earth, because I'm pagan. Covers everybody, too. You radiate higher frequencies of light for the well-being of all when inspired action has been awakened. This mantra is ideal for overcoming self-sabotage, resolving boredom, and increasing fulfillment. So that might absolutely bring you into alignment for a harvest. Makes sense, but it's not inspired rest, which is lovely. Time to take a nap. No, it's inspired action. So there is something very masculine dynamic about this yang dynamic, about demonstration, and particularly manifestation is taking it into physical form. Interesting. But you got to embrace your emotions, right? Because remember, feelings and emotions, first of all, feelings aren't facts, and emotion and intuition, not exactly the same thing, right? You can have a feeling about an intuition and an intuition about a feeling, particularly if you're an empath. You can check, is this me? Is this them? Is it both of us? You can feel that out, but developing the muscle of intuition like any other muscle takes work. Maybe that's what you're harvesting. And a stronger, clearer, more reliable relationship with your own intuition, I think, is more important than pretty much anything else, because it's your guidance system, not theirs. Shall we? Let's put this together. I'm always going to throw in a Trixie Katya thing, and if you don't know who they are, I'm so sorry. Let's do a bless summation, a combination of the word blessing and summation. And then we'll chat a little bit at the end if you want to hang out for it. Please take a nice deep breath. Last time, still point. Pantheonic override. As I call upon our collective, the collective pantheons of the divine, for the Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and crosswatchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading, please, may they be blessed with all that they need to manifest their heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, by fire, with the spirit of awakening, inspired action, because there's only what life is asking of them. And they do that by embracing their emotions, by not pushing down their feelings or judging their emotions, but allowing them like water to flow through them. Whatever arises, love that, right, Matt Kahn? Calling upon Archangel Jehudiel for leadership in their endeavors, that they don't have to wait on anybody, but they do need to come into alignment in order to take some abstract ideas and inspirations, bringing them into physical form with this gold and quartz there and their element of earth. So whether it is their heart's desire or perhaps that which is required, may the Scorpio collective and their crosswatchers be blessed with harvest. So, as the waves of the ocean are infinite, as the trees in the forest grow tall, let their work now bring them to harvest. They are ready to receive their all, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. So would it be. And so it is. There's your read. That's a lovely read. If you felt it was a lovely read, please hit the thumbs up to help other Scorpios and crosswatchers find it. I mean, there's gold in that they're reading. And if you want to come check me out on Patreon, please do. We're doing such cool stuff over there. There are no algorithms. I'm putting out some of my best work there, particularly the daily check-ins, which I don't do absolutely every day. This morning I didn't, and it's not that I regret it. It's just I had to like run around and talk to bankers and stuff. Yeah, no, that was not happening this morning, unfortunately. But all of my subscribers, they have access to a lot of stuff individually, and the different Seeker, Human, Hero, Angel, Witch, Immortal, Mystic, God, Goddess gets everything top tier. But all of my subscribers get the daily check-ins, the extended readings, and the extensive discount. And if you 7-day free trial it as a Seeker or a human, right, Seeker Human, you would get the daily check-ins, you would get the extended readings, but the extensive discount is, you know, stay till day 8, become a subscriber, and then we can do that gladly, because it's not fair to my patrons to do that otherwise. Certainly I highly recommend it to anyone. We now have a digital shop there with MP3s and my 2 books available for download if you would like to check it out. And certainly it's the best career move I have ever made, and the sense of community we have there is rather delicious. But if you want to book me for one of them there private readings, there's also a video in the description box that you can watch, about 11 minutes or so, called Booking Private Sessions with Mal. It explains everything you need to know about booking me for a private session, for a spiritual counseling, for a reading in person, on Zoom. Half hour of power is something I used to only do for certain clients. Now that's available to the public. And certainly the video is fun. I say over and over in it that I've never turned anybody away because of lack of finances. Where there is a witch, there is a way, and I'm a witch, so there's a way. We can always work it out. And it is really one of my favorite things to do is read people individually. These collective reads are fun, but they're so vague. I'm a Virgo. I like detail. I like asking people, well, do you think this is your mother-in-law? Or do you think this is, how does this one feel? And then it's a conversation. It's a co-creation. It's rather amazing. So if you want, watch the vid, Booking Private Sessions with Mel. But most importantly here, look, this can simplify things, awakening, inspired action. I have had all of these mantras run through my life over the past bunch of years. Came out in 2018. Yeah, that's pre-pandemic, baby. Yeah, no, sometimes it's like, oh, I guess this is what the world is asking of me. Life is asking me to do this now, okay. Right? It can be delayed, but it can't be prevented. You might as well act on inspired action, particularly if it's going to bring you to a harvest. So by all means, hang in there. You need my help? I'm here to help. Just reach out. If you're a patron, just message me. But reach out to me. I'll be glad to help. And I have so many Scorpios in my life, it's sort of ridiculous. So if you're one of the ones who know me, you probably have my cell phone number. Reach out. I love you. Hang in there, my beloved Scorps. Get to sharpen that pointy tail of yours. And then heal, hail, farewell, and blessed be.